Welcome back to OCG Thursday, the only content on this channel that is at least geared towards learning about future content, different formats, things like that. Make sure you are subscribed. We are dashingly close to 86K. Fastest week I've ever had in YouTube in my entire career, by the way. So, heartsies, thank you. Alright, I do hope you guys love the content. So, what are we looking at today? Pot of Disparity. Banish 3 or 6 cards from the extra deck face down. Excavate cards from the top of your deck equal to the number banished and add one of them to your hand, and then the rest go on the bottom. Your opponent takes half battle damage, and you can't draw cards for the rest of this turn. Well, shucky darn. It'd be a shame if we played that in my searching deck, wouldn't it? Yeah. So, we now have a cute little means to filter through our magical Musketeer deck. Get 2 combo pieces. I mean, we're a 1-card engine, effectively, but you know what we're going to do? We're going to beat our opponent, and it's going to be a grand old time. So, this deck's entire strategy point, all of our guys are going to allow us to activate our spells and traps from our hand, and then we're going to reap some extra benefits. We have the best filtering draw power options in the entire game, and we have one of the best link ones available in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! History. Easy stuff, right? So we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Triple copies of Caspar. This is probably the best one. Getting the ad from the deck is amazing. Then we have triple copies of Doc. This poor little guy lets us add one from the graveyard back to the hand. It's our generic recursion. We have the 2 copies of Kid Brave. You can discard a magical musket card to draw 2. This is going to be our sub-draw engine. This card is really freaking good, honestly. Probably one of the best cards we also have going for us. And then, of course, we have triple copies of Starfire. Starfire lets us special summon from the deck in defense position, which loads up another column, which means that we can trigger another effect. So, I mean, if we want to summon Kid Brave for the draw, recursion, or the search, we can do any of those, alright? We have 2 copies of Max C, draw power. 2 copies of Max C, 1 Feather Duster, triple copies of Cross Domination, 2 copies of Pot of Disguises, gotta love that draw power, baby, triple copies of the Pot of Disparity. As I said, this card will be coming out in Blazing Vortex. This card is a game changer. It literally warps what decks will be playable. This card's pure existence is going to allow so many different things to just kind of come out of the woodwork. You're going to be shocked when you see all of this cool stuff coming back. We also have triple copies of Ties of the Brethren. This is going to be our special summon extender. Do not underestimate how bonkers this card is. This card can literally mean death for you. Then we have 1 copy of the Crooked Crown. I kind of noticed that this has just become a 1-up. You are not trying to maximize on this. Triple copies of the Dancing Needle. I've heard arguments for one of this format, but this format is so graveyard dependent in both formats. So this card's existence is quite good, actually. We have triple copies of Yield Desperado, and then triple copies of Yield Last Stand, wrapping up the main deck. Extra deck here, pretty basic stuff. We have 1 Trisbania, 1 copy of Security Dragon, 1 copy of Ningarisu, triple copies of Musketeer Magical Max guy, aka the part of the reason why this deck is able to succeed is because they gave them this Link 1. This Link 1 put this deck, I would say, a little bit more over the edge. It's not crazy bonkers busted, but this card did a lot to push Musket in the right direction, at least towards more of a sane Tier 1 deck. And it's like Tier 2. Alright, we have 1 Unicorn, 1 Phoenix, 1 Cerberus, 1 copy of the Hip Hoshigan, with 1 Access Code Machine, 1 Jaja, 1 copy of the Nightmare Shark, 1 Downer Magician, and 1 AA Zeus Divine Arsenal guy. Then we have triple Lancia, 1 Ghost Ogre, 1 other Max C, 1 Nibiru, 1 Skullmeister with triple copies of Cosmic Cyclone, 1 Lightning Storm, 1 copy of the Crooked Crown, 1 Red Reboot, and then 2 Solemn Strikes, wrapping this up. Interesting enough, though, that we do have the 2nd copy of the Crooked Crown in the side deck for access. We do have our back-end floating hand traps for whatever that we might need. They're also trying to not maximize on Max C, and I kind of understand this. Maximizing on the Max, I mean, you have or excuse me, you're not maximizing on the Nibiru. You can draw into the Nibiru off the Maxi. So if your opponent's just playing through full combo, you're going to be able to punish them anyway. So Maxi does warp the game in that sense too. Changes such a weird dynamic. It's actually kind of crazy. All right, we have Zefra next. Now I've been on this this train for a little while, and I do like this deck. I also see here that my boy Ragey has made it in here. And this, keep in mind, this is a universal 0 scale. All right, if you would take effect damage, you take no damage. All right, if normal summon level 5 or higher DD monster, you can blah blah blah. When this card declares an attack, if your opponent's life points are 4,000 or less, you get the sequence of effects. You basically can kill your opponent with this card, but it's also a universal 0 scale. I once again want to say that. You have 2 of these. All right, for really no side effects to you whatsoever. Like, also this deck is basically using the guitar engine, which is actually kind of cool. You get a subsection of engines that you can use. Kind of something I've noticed with Zefra is you kind of can do a lot of cool things with the deck build. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think more options available to you for the deck building process is always a good thing. And then, you know, also interesting enough, we're not playing Yang Doodle in this deck. No too dang long dragon. So we have triple copies of Maxi, 1 copy of the Chronograph Sorcerer, 1 copy of Lamia, 1 copy of Savant Kepler, 1 copy of Destrudo. Man, I bet you wish we had this here. Ooh. 1 copy of Zero King Rage, 1 Jet Synchron, 1 Mare. I see where that combo is going. 1 Maxi, 2 copies of Oline. Just press F's in the chat for the untimely departing of Oline. Triple copies of Gamma, 1 copy of Zefraxion, 1 copy of Darkworm, 1 copy of Gate Zero, 1 copy of Drums, triple copies of Guitar, 1 copy of Mics, triple copies of Zephrath, triple copies of Zefraxi, or excuse me, 2 Zefraxi, 2 Zefranu, 2 Zefraxi. Man, names are hard in this game. We have 1 Driver, triple copies of Crossout Designator, 1 copy of the Dark Contract with the Gate, 2 copies of Dragon Shrine, 1 Foolish Barrel, 2 copies of Oracle Zefra, 2 copies of Zephyr Providence with the 9 pillars, and there was 1 Zephyr Divine Strike. No Zephyr War in this deck, by the way. I'm a little bit intrigued by that, but I kind of understand why. Extra deck down here, we have 1 Lambda, 1 copy of Auroradon, 1 copy of Linkuriboh, 1 of this good card. I wish we had this card. Anybody else miss Electromite? I just wanted to play Metaphos, man, but not happening. 1 Crystron Halifibrax, 1 Boral Sword, and 1 Apollosa. We also have 1 Yazi, 1 Omega, 1 Horus, 1 Herald, 1 Formula Synchron. Oh, there's 2 dang long dragon. Found him. I'm used to there being a little band sign here. 1 Borreload Savage, 1 Boxia. Side deck area, we have triple Lancia, 1 Dino Russell Pinkertops, 2 Godarla, 2 Nibiru, 2 copies of Called by the Grave, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, triple Lightning Storm, and 1 copy of Red Rebuto, wrapping up a nice little Zefra deck for you. I do like this tech, though. Divine Zero King Rage finding play is a very nice thing. Last but not least, I have for you guys, this is the epitome of disgusting. This is OCG True Draco with, yeah, that's right, all of the card demise. So they have triple copies of Dynamite, 2 copies of Ignis Heat, 1 copy of the Majesty Maiden, 2 copies of Amano Awado. This card is so dumb. 2 copies of Pot of Desires, triple copies of Card Demise, 1 Terraforming, 1 copy of Pot of Riches. Nice meme, by the way. I like this. I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be something else, but all right, this was on the list. I saw it. This man's a memester. We have triple copies of Pod Duality, 1 Set Rotation, triple copies of Heritage, triple copies of Disciples, 1 Diagram, and 1 copy of Mystic Mine. We also have 1 Emptiness. Man, Emptiness and Mystic Mine in the same format. 1 Macrocosmo, 2 copies of True King's Return, triple copies of the Monarch's Erupt, triple copies of True Draco Apocalypse, 1 Imperial Order, and 2 copies of Skill Drain, wrapping up a pretty disgusting list for everybody. I do think that True Draco is a pretty disgusting deck, especially when you get access to this to this and triple of this, you're just going to run people through the format, and they're just going to have a really bad time, to be honest with you guys. So guys, what do you think about these lists? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Make sure you guys are subscribed so you don't miss out on more excellent content. I'll see your beautiful faces back here later on in the day. Peace out, guys. Have a good one. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out Vanquill40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by Vanquill40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mquillgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.